Welcome to Ajatella, the show that transitions you from think to change. And today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Juvinaries Kyalo. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. And we're talking about fighting fear. Are you afraid of something? We're going to be talking about it today. And one of the things that fear really prevents us is from achieving our dreams. So the first question I would like to ask you, Juvinaries, I call him Juvinaries, is why is it important to dream big in life?
First and foremost, when God created everybody, He created you with a dream. And one of the research that has been done worldwide, everybody has fingertips. Of course, my hand and yours are different.
Yes.
That tells you there is something so unique God put in us. And also when you go back to the creation, you see God created us and He gave us dominion. So there's leadership in everybody. And of course there's greatness. And above that, He made sure everything that we need is locked inside of us.
Wow.
And because it is me to unveil what I have, it takes that, somebody is fearing to do ABCD, somebody is fearing to start something. And it's a couple of many things.
Wow.
Because also this depends with the background, where you're growing from.
True.
It depends on the people you're interacting with. It depends with the books you are reading. And of course the schools you went.
Yes.
There are so many factors of why fear has emerged. And if we take it back to the Genesis, fear was brought by the enemy. And then from there, it's like we have been carrying it.
Yes.
And also people have not yet known we have been redeemed. So there's a mindset of us not knowing who are we after what happened in the Genesis.
Yes.
So I think it comprises of so many things. And it's not an easy thing to fight. Fear is not an easy thing to fight because there are so many things.
Yeah.
It's a huge mountain.
Yes.
Because when you look at people like David, he went for the Goliath.
Yes.
People were fearing him, but he conquered him.
Wow,
So
true.
what we need to do at some point is to just get out
Yeah.
and embrace what is coming forth.
Yes.
And sometimes you're embracing what you don't see. And now what you don't see, it's really a challenge.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
Wow, and you've said something very strong that sometimes you just have to go out. And maybe someone is watching us at home and they're wondering, I would really want to go out, but I feel stuck in a certain position. So, and as much as they desire change, they're not at that level. At Ajatella, our mantra is think to change.
Yes.
And one of the things that many people are doing is they're not thinking big enough. Their dreams are a little dreams, very small dreams, just thinking about the neighborhood. So what is the importance, or what is the danger, let me put it like that, of small thinking? What is the danger of small dreams?
I think, Anne, what has happened is we have been fearing the process.
Wow.
People don't want to go through the process. And now this process comes with patience. And again, the process is, it's not easy. Take, for example, if you want juice from a sugar cane, it goes through squeezing.
True.
And if
Very
the sugar cane was able to speak, it could say, please don't put me in that machine, don't squeeze me.
True.
But now, what comes after the sugar
Wow.
cane has been squeezed? It's a beautiful, nice, of course, sugary juice.
Yes.
But now that process, many people don't want to go through the process. Even doing this program of Ajatella, it's a process. It's so
Sure.
much work. But now this work, people don't want.
Yes.
People have become too microwave. People want things just instant. People want to wake up. You're driving a car, people want to drive a car. You're wearing nice clothes, people want that. People don't want to go through this process. So the moment you will accept yourself as a person, you give yourself a personal meeting. Then you go back and you do a research about this is me. Then you embrace yourself and then you walk out.
Wow.
It is possible to come out of that cocoon.
Wow.
But now, the process, the patience, those are two big challenges.
Yes.
Every young person and every person who is watching us is facing.
Wow.
Because if you ask them, you want to be a doctor?
Yes.
Yes, I want to be a doctor. But now, for you to be a doctor,
Yes.
there's about 7 years for you to go to school. Going in doctoring to do doctor, it's too much work in class. Well, I want to be a musician. People think you're just getting a microphone, then you sing. There is the genre of the music. You need this, you need audience, you need good music, you need content.
Yes.
You need to advertise yourself, you need to keep pushing, you need to fall And when you fall, you need to wake up. You need to fall again, then you wake up. You need to go through challenges.
Yeah.
And one of my boys told me, you know, if you want to be that person who will conquer the fear, you're not the person to feed on cereals. You got to feed on the obstacles. Because the moment you face this obstacle, guess what? There's another one ahead.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, because I said as we were starting, we had the story of David.
Yes.
He conquered the lion.
Yeah.
He did the bear.
Yeah.
Nobody knew that.
Yes.
Then he conquered the Goliath.
Yes.
After conquering what was a problem to so many people, he went ahead and he was started being haunted to be killed.
Yes.
So when you look at the story, it's not an easy thing as we hear it. But final result, he was the king. So it's a real big challenge. It's a struggle, and it takes a me. Because sometimes you have to make, this is what I want to be. And I'm going to follow this despite the challenges, the fears, the obstacles. And of course, you need to get people who will definitely kind of push you and keep on empowering you to do that, which is also not easy.
Yes.
So it all begins with me, myself, and I.
Yes. You know, very, very, very powerful things that you have said. Two words I've taken: process and patience.
Exactly.
That if you want to fulfill your dreams, if you want to fight fear and go to the next level of life, it takes process and patience.
Exactly.
That if you want to move from here and go to the next level in life, don't just sit and say, I wish I could.
It can't. This takes you back to, I like using more of the people in the Bible.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
lepers.
Yes.
You know, it's so amazing how these people were, I would call it a quarantine on that time.
Yes.
How these people were isolated.
Yes.
And they said, you know what, we are seated here, we are lame, we can't do anything, we have been put aside. If we sit here, we will die.
True.
But let us go there.
Yes.
They know going there, it's another danger.
Yes.
But they had to embrace themselves. So it all began by a decision. So that decision was a risky one.
Wow.
So it also takes a risk decision.
Yeah.
But guess what happened? When they started the decision of walking, it's so clear what the Bible says. Their steps were meant. So it is also evident with us. The moment we start making that baby step, yes, it is so small, but the moment you start making that baby step, and then you do it, there is somebody out there who is watching what you are doing.
Yes.
He will definitely come in a small way, and if you're not clever enough, you may not know.
Yes.
And the young men, the 4 lepers, got so much that they could afford.
Absolutely.
But they didn't even know what they were looking for.
Yes.
So in that aspect of making the risk steps and moving, there are some people who will start also walking, it's like following probably your sound or following what you are doing.
Wow.
And if we will take examples of such people, it will definitely push you to the next level as a person.
Wow. And you know, I'm hearing a lot of courage and a lot of decision-making processes that need to go towards fulfilling. Like you have to make a decision. You have to. It has to be very intentional.
Exactly.
You know.
Because if you don't make this decision,
yes,
somebody else will come and make you a decision which will not lead you to your path.
Yes.
Because there is a path you want. Yes, you want to be a doctor. If somebody comes and tells you, doctor, you have to go and get nails, you start getting hammers. That's not the area you're going.
No.
Unless you want to be a carpenter. So you got to make a personal decision, and then from that personal decision, you'll definitely get people. It's just like it's just like a magnet. Magnet will never attract wood.
Yeah.
Magnet will definitely attract metal. So the moment you make a decision of becoming a journalist, you will definitely attract people who are in the same area.
Wow. And you know, even as we begin to tie in our thoughts and start to wind up, one of the things that I really take away from this discussion is that for you to achieve your dreams, you have to be intentional. It's not accidental.
You have to be intentional.
Yes.
You have to be. You have to be. And you have to say, this is what I want to do. And the moment you say it, you don't say then you sit. You say, then you start doing it. Well, you may start too small, and you may start without noticing, like the way David killed the bear and the lion. Nobody noticed, but there is another higher power.
Okay.
There is a higher power that has already seen that. So the moment you do those baby steps, one at a time, and then you do them consistently.
Yes.
Not only doing today, then tomorrow you are tired. Because tomorrow it's rainy, you don't want to go. Tomorrow it's very sunny, you start You do them 1, 2, 3 consistently.
Wow.
Let me tell you, you will definitely move the masses.
Yes.
Because there is the consistency part of it, it will attract its own. There's the patience part of it, it will attract its own.
Wow.
There is the focus part of it,
Wow.
it will attract. So all these
Work
will definitely
together.
attract each person.
Wow.
And of course, besides all that, you have to start now guarding all that.
Yes.
And you guard it with whatever you know you have.
Yes.
First, you do it with prayer, you do it with yourself, you get the right people, which is also not very easy.
Yes.
Because this is now you sieve them.
Yeah.
Yes,
have
others
to
will come
sieve.
to pull you down, but there are
Yes.
some you will sieve so that you can get the right ones.
Wow.
And when you combine these few, I would call them few, but they
Yeah.
make great impact.
Wow. And what would be your parting shot? Maybe someone is watching us at home and they're wondering, I've heard you and I want to take this forward. So maybe you can just tell us your parting shot. And he is Mr. Unveil Your Dreams. he has a show and he's one of the people who really fight for achieving your dreams. So maybe you can just tell someone at home, encourage them, and also if someone wants to get to you, you can tell us what you do and how they can reach you.
What I can tell people is what we have been seeing in our countries, our young people wants to be something so quick. There is time for that. It's just like if you want to hatch yourself, you want to hatch something, if it's an egg, you have to keep it with the chicken, you have to stay for it. It has to stay for about 21 days.
Yeah.
There is that waiting. So if you know you have a dream out there and you're watching me, this is what you need to do. Take time, get to know what you want to do, and from there, have that patience of waiting, because the patience is what will matter. Now, you will not take an egg and do it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It will not bring you the results. It has to go through the 21 days.
Yeah.
At the moment the gestation period of that egg is enough, or the gestation period of your dream is achieved, you will definitely start seeing results. And when you start seeing results, results will start attracting
Wow.
the right people, and then you start moving, and you definitely make an impact.
Wow.
Because above that, it's for me and
Yeah.
for you to discover your purpose in life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Maybe you can tell us about Streetnizers. I know it's something very close to your
Yes.
heart. Just maybe a minute or so.
Yes, Fraternize is a program that I began 17 years ago, and it began as a small dream with 2 boys.
Wow.
They became 3. It was a challenge after a challenge after a challenge. It became 10 boys, 15 boys. To 15 boys, it was a huge challenge, but you can see the progress.
Yes.
And for the last 17 years, I've seen great impact. There are so many young boys who have come to the program. Some are musicians, some are serving different places, some are photographers, some are doing media things, some are hairdressers. And when I look at the journey, it has not been easy. It has been quite a lot of work, because you got to work. And today I'm seeing a generation that has been saved through the Streetnizers.
Wow.
And allowing myself to be used by the one who began a good work in me.
Absolutely.
And above that, we have begun in programs like environment. I do love what I'm seeing on the background. I do a lot of environment work. We do a lot of programs of talents. Like we have a
Yes.
program that we call Unveil Your Dream.
Yes.
That streams
I'm a
live on
big fan.
Facebook page. Yeah, streams live on our Facebook page. That's the Streetnizers Youth Resource Center page. And we also have a school whereby we teach education, reading materials, encouraging these young men to become who God wants them to become. So in brief, for 17 years, I've seen results for what I've been doing.
Wow.
And I'm so encouraged, not only to do what I'm doing, but to do more and to impact more. Because at the end of the day, the dreams we have are the dreams to impact
Wow.
other generations.
Wow.
And for people to reach us, our Facebook page is Streetnizers Youth Resource Center page. Our YouTube channel is Unveil Your Dream. Probably if you want to call us, you can call us on 0720 44 30 95 for more details, because you can't explain everything right here.
We'll have the number on the screen as well. So thank you so much. I've really enjoyed this conversation.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much. Mr. Juvinaries is one of the biggest fans of this book.
Yes, I love this.
He has reviewed it over and over again.
And over. In fact, we've been using this book because
Yes.
like every Friday, we have a program called Think Big.
Okay.
I've been teaching people to think big,
Wow.
just like what we have discussed.
Yes.
So like Friday like today, we do it Think Big,
Yeah.
and we do books,
Yes.
and we encourage people to read, because Anne, the things we need are locked in books. Like
Wow.
there's so much here.
Wow, thank
There's
you.
a lot. These principles work.
Wow.
You apply
Thank
them.
you.
You don't only read.
Yes.
You read,
And
then you apply.
Yes.
Because you not go to harvest what you did plant.
Absolutely.
And when you give your mind knowledge, it's like putting money in your M-Pesa account.
Wow.
You will definitely go and withdraw that money.
Thank you.
So when you empower your mind with knowledge, you go and withdraw.
it. Thank
Not like
you.
when somebody has a Fuliza.
Yeah.
If you have Fuliza in your phone, I sent you 1,000 and you have a
Yes.
Fuliza of 1,000, it will definitely go.
Yes.
But if you have 1,000, then I send you another 1,000, you definitely have how much?
Yes.
2,000.
So
the
thank
same
you.
thing happens to empowering
Yes.
your mind with knowledge.
Thank
when you
you.
need it,
Wow.
you apply it.
Thank you. And thank you so much. We can go on and on. He's a very good friend of mine as well.
Yes.
So there's a number on your screen on how you can get the book. And really thank you for your time. Thank
Yes.
you for watching Ajatella from Think to Change.
Thank you so much.